Gen Z and everybody who is managing Gen Z, come here, we need to talk. I was advising a company owner who is struggling with managing Gen Z because he can't speak that language. And he asked me to share this with you guys because he found it the most useful advice he ever got about this generation. You know, everybody is saying Gen Z is lazy and they just don't want to work, but that's not the whole story. There is a missing part from this story, and that's our responsibility of raising Gen Z to be like that. Because what happened? The boomers and Gen X, we had tough love and we didn't like it and we were forced to do things. And what we did, we taught our kids, Gen Z, not to do it, to go the other direction. So the mistake that we have made, we did not teach them balance. We taught them the opposite. Don't let anybody to force you to do anything. We failed to care for ourselves and we failed to love ourselves. So we taught Gen Z, love yourself and care about yourself, nobody else. And that's the situation that we are having now. Now, what is the lesson in here? That we need to teach them not work-life balance, but balance between the past and the present. How can we do that? But before we go there, how can we do that? Why do we need to do that? It's because if you don't push yourself, if you just sit back because things are difficult, and I was taught by my mother and father that, oh, you don't need to push yourself, and I got participation trophy just even for showing up, is that you never get to experience your full potential. You never get to see what you are capable of doing. Discomfort will allow you to do that. But unfortunately, Gen Z is opting out at the slightest discomfort. If I need to travel an extra 10 minutes to that work location, I don't want to have that job. It's just too much for my mental health issues. So if we don't push you, or if you don't push yourself, you will never figure out what you are capable of doing. Now, how can we do that responsibly? Gen Z managers and leaders, get together, set ambitious goals, talk to each other, and find out how can we push this young generation and make the most out of them because they have so much to give, but in a responsible way. So then we monitor your progress and we monitor before you get to burnout, before it gets too overwhelming and you break down. And this is the way of doing, and that's the balance. And we never thought about that. We thought about how to run all the way until we die and burn out and get physically and mentally ill, and to Gen Z, where, you know what, I don't want to do anything because that's going to impact my mental health. Neither of them is the right solution. We need to come back together and we need to have this conversation in the organizations and at home. How can I push myself, but at the same time, I am and my manager is responsible to monitor my progress and step in immediately when I'm at the risk of burnout or not managing. That's the way to do it. How can we do that? Sit down and talk and get to know each other.